Be'ezrat Hashem, the Chok said this morning, Chagiga, page 16a. The Gemara is teaching us that you should have some respect towards Hashem, which means somebody does not have respect towards Hashem, it's better for him that he was not been born. The Gemara says, for example, what? Example, mistakel bakeshet. Somebody who's watching the rainbow, which means he's amazed from the rainbow's colors. He's looking into the red and the blue and the yellow and everything, right? And he's staring, right? You should know, every time there's a rainbow coming out, the Shekhinah, the divine presence, is there. Why do we have the rainbow? Because at the time of Noah, when Hashem brought the Mabul to the world, right? He brought the big flood to the world. Hashem told Noah he's never again going to bring the big flood. And in order to realize that, he has to take out in the sky the rainbow. So every time the rainbow comes out, that's a sign that Hashem is upset. He wanted to bring a big flood to flood again the world, and he sees the rainbow, and he doesn't do that. And inside the rainbow, the Shekhinah, the divine presence, resides, right? At the moment when the rainbow comes out, right? There's two types of rainbows. There is only an optical there's an optical rainbow, and there's a real rainbow. Optical rainbow, when you go to, for example, to Niagara Falls, right? And you see those shoots, right? When the water is splashing all over, that causes that you can see a rainbow. But this is a fake rainbow. It's only an optical rainbow. And then you have the real rainbow when you have the sun and the rain, right? The sun is shining at the moment of the rain. Then you see the real rainbow. In this rainbow, you can look at it, but you cannot stare at it. And interesting enough, Chachamim even installed the baracha, a blessing. When you see the rainbow, there's a blessing to be said, Baruch atah Hashem Elokeinu melech haolam, zocher haberit, ne'eman bebrito, ve'kayam b'ma'amaro. So when you see the rainbow, you say this blessing. But one thing we learn here, it's unrespectful to stare at the rainbow. You look at it quickly, you check, it's a real rainbow, it's not an optical, right, sight of the rainbow, and then you say the blessing. After that, the Gemara is teaching us other things. There's three things you're not supposed to stare at. First of all is the rainbow, as we said. The other one is benasi ubekohanim, right? The other one is the nasi. Nasi is the most important person in Am Yisrael, right? You're not supposed to stare at him. So let me tell you a story that happened 500 years ago. There was a big Kabbalist. His name was the Arizal, Rabbi Yitzchak Loria Ashkenazi. And he was a big Mekubal. And he had a student, Rabbi Chaim Vital. And Rabbi Chaim Vital one time came to his Rebbe and he told him, it's already a while that my eyes hurt me. So he told them, stop looking at me when I say Kriyat Shema. He was staring at the Rebbe to see what moves he does, how he pronounces, everything, but he was staring so much, so his eyes started to hurt him. Why? Because the Shekhinah came down, right? The Rebbe, the Arizal used to make so many kavanot, so many special, right, prayers. So the Shekhinah was there, the divine presence was there, and when the students would looking at that, his eyes started to hurt. The third thing is Kohanim. You're not supposed to look at the Kohanim when they do Birkat Kohanim, right? Sephardi do Birkat Kohanim every day. Ashkenaz do it on the three big holidays, Pesach, Shavuot, and Sukkot, right? When the Kohen blesses us, we don't turn around, we face the Kohen, but we put the talit over our head and we look down. We should not look at the Kohen. Why? Because they say the moment when the Kohen is blessing us, the Shekhinah comes, the divine presence comes and gives us a blessing, and you're not supposed to look at it. We can give an example from the Torah also. Moshe Rabbeinu was in Midian 60 years. He got married to Tzipporah, and 60 years, one day he's in the desert and he sees this burning bush. The bush is burning but not getting consumed. He gets close there and he hears a malach, he hears an angel speaking to him from inside of the bush. What's the first thing Moshe Rabbeinu does? He covers his face, not to look at the Shekhinah, the divine presence, right? Which is at that moment inside of the bush, right? So to teach you, when there's certain things you don't look at out of respect. I wish you a great day. Amen.